Welcome, my sweet Stampin' friends. Are y'all ready for another project this week? If you have not joined me before, I'm Debra Harrison with Simply Sweet and Ink Designs, and I have a fun fold project to share with you today. I have not made one of these cards in like probably a couple of years. So we have, if you don't know, we have a holiday catalog coming out, launching on August 3rd. But in addition to that, which I am so super excited about, is we have a celebration for August and September during the time of that holiday catalog. If you are not familiar with Celebration, it is a time when you get a free item from the Celebration catalog for every $50 or $100 order that you place. And it is amazing because you can get some really fun goodies during that time. One of the products in the Celebration catalog brochure is this really beautiful designer series paper called Beautifully Penned, and it has some beautiful black and white print patterns on it. And what's awesome about this is you get 4 sheets of each of the patterns. And I'm going to flip it over so you can see the other side. This is more of your more white rather than the black for the base, but just really beautiful. So I'm actually using this paper in today's project. Let me get this out of the way, find a spot for it. Okay, so we're making this really fun step fold card. And so what it does is it uses a couple of different pieces of base cardstock, and when you fold it, when you lay it flat, it fits beautifully in a regular medium-sized envelope. Okay. Let me go ahead, I'm going to pull my project supplies and we're going to get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to take a piece of basic black cardstock. Now this measures 4 1/4 by 10 1/2. So basically you're going to divide your cardstock in half and then snip off a 1/2 inch off of an 8 1/2 by 11 piece. Then we're going to do some scoring. And our score lines are going to be at 1/2 inch, 1 3/4 inches, 3 3/4 inches, and 5 inches. And you know what, guys? While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and score my other piece. Now, my second piece measures, I got to look at my cheat sheet here. It measures, that's on the other side. Okay, this one measures 2 1/2 by 5 1/2. Now this one has score lines at 1/2 inch and 1 3/4 inches. All right, so I am done with my scoring, so I'm gonna get my scoreboard out of the way, and then we will start putting our project together. Now, we have different score lines here, so I'm gonna go on ahead and burnish those score lines. And then we'll start assembling our card. All right, so for this piece, we have a large top section. Then we have another kind of medium section here. So what I'm going to do on this large top section is I'm going to take a piece of the designer series paper. And now this measures 4 inches by 4 inches, and I'm going to adhere it right here at the top on that large layer. Now this is going to be the front of our card. So we're just going to put that right here at the top. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to take it and I want to flip it over. Now here on this middle section, I'm going to take another piece of designer series paper. All right, kind of stalled on me there for a second, so I'm going to pause. I'm going to check things real quick, make sure that we're not having any issues. Cool, awesome. Looks like we're still good. Cool. I see more of you joining on. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me and crafting with me today. All right, so now this piece measures 1 3/4 by 4 inches, and we're just going to glue that. Remember, I have this on the reverse side. So we're going to glue this on that kind of middle panel there between our score lines. So just kind of let you know, do a real quick refresher. We have here the front. We have a large section here. We put a 4 by 4 piece here. We flipped it over and then we put a 1 3/4 by 4 piece here between these two score lines. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start assembling our box. And as you see, what we're going to do is we're going to put some adhesive right here on this little 1/2 inch strip. And then I am going to, let me kind of make sure, I'm going to fold that down right there. And what that's going to do is that is going to create that box that I'm looking for in the center, or right down there at the bottom. So we have the base of our card done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this other piece that we already cut, that's 2.5 by 5.5 inches. Remember, we scored it at 1/2 inch and then again at 1 3/4 inches. So we're going to burnish this as well. Now here we have a large section here. So on this piece, I am going to take, where did it go? We have another piece. Oh goodness, let me see if I can remember this. This is 2 1/4 by 3.5. Fingers crossed I have that right. My measurements just fell over my table, so I am at a loss. I'm just winging it here. Okay, so we're going to put that right here on that section. Now, here's where the tricky part comes, and I need to make sure I do this correctly. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold over, not at this score line, but at this second score line. Hopefully you can see that in the camera. You're going to put this down. We want it nice and flat. This is going to go, I want to make sure you get this because I always mess this up. We're going to line it up at the top, but we don't want to adhere it here. What we want to do is we just want to know where that lines up, and we're going to put glue on the 1/2 inch strip. Hopefully that makes sense. So right here where this 1/2 inch section is, we just want to put some glue, nothing here, okay? We just line that up, put that at the top of that designer series paper, and then we're going to press where that 1/2 inch line is, okay? See, we don't want it attached, but that lets us know where the height of our card is, because if we put it up too high, then this piece will stick out above our card and it won't fit in a medium envelope. So this helps make sure that we get it in a medium envelope correctly. All right, so now I'm going to lay my card flat. I'm going to add some glue here. Now I'm using just liquid glue. If you want, you can use tear tape. That works just as well. And then I'm going to lay this flat. Yay, I did it correctly. Last night when I was doing my sample, I did it wrong and I was like, and I had to redo it. So I did it correctly today. So that's what it looks like. So when we fold it flat, we have it right there. Now we're just going to do some decorating. Okay, so now for the fun part of decorating it up. So I am going to take, let me see, let me get some stuff out here. Where, here they are. They're hiding on me today. All right, so I'm just going to take a piece of scrap basic white cardstock. Now I want to use the thick one this time, because I need to give it some, I want it to be sturdy. So I'm going to stamp up this long stem flower that's from the Color and Contour stamp set. And I'm just going to ink it here on my scrap thick basic white cardstock. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the accent flowers and I'm going to stamp in polished pink. And we're going to stamp that right here on top. Now guys, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is kind of an abstract type stamp. And then I'm just going to set that aside, finish my stamping, and then I will do my die cutting. All right, so I'm going to take, because I want to be able to have a place to write a message to my recipient. So I took a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 basic white cardstock, and I'm going to stamp again, but I'm not going to stamp the whole image this time, just the upper half. And we're just going to put that in the corner, because I want them to have something really pretty to see on the back as well. And then, again, I'm just going to ink it up the flowers in the polished pink. And then one more thing I need to do, and that is my sentiment. Now, in this Color and Contour bundle, there are some really beautiful dies. So we have, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this small die, and I'm going to also cut out with that real pretty flower. So I've already cut out using that die. I've already cut out my label. So all I need to do here is just stamp my sentiment. And so I'm using the Sentiment You're Absolutely Amazing from the Color and Contour stamp set. And we're just going to stamp that right on the label. All right, stamping is done. Let's get the inks out of the way. What we're going to do is I am going to die cut my flower out. And there we go. Hold that down, run it through my machine. Hey, if you're hopping back on, oh, awesome. Hi, Teresa. Thanks for finding me on this second live. I apologize. I don't know what happened. This technology is driving me crazy. Okay. We will get this spliced. I will put it on a YouTube video and we will make it work, right? Okay. So now we're going to decorate. Hopefully you saw where I assembled my card, did the little box here, and did this little accent strip. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to put my sentiment on with some Stampin' Dimensionals. And now, because part of it's going to be hanging off, I don't need dimensionals on that far end. Oh, don't you love it? UPS is delivering my Stampin' Up! Order right now, and my dog is barking. If it's not one thing, it's another, right? Okay, so we're just going to add that here on the edge. And of course, my Rosie, she wants to see them and say hello to them. All right, so I'm going to figure out for my flower, I want to put it at an angle. So again, part of my flower is going to be sticking off. So I'm going to put a dimensional here and there on the back. So let me see. Let me put it there and then one here. There we go. Let's put that up a little bit higher. All right, so there is the front. So I want to decorate the back. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this onto the back of the card. That way I have a place to write a message for my recipient and share this beautiful card with them. All right. Okay, so guys, if you like this color and contour card with these really pretty colors, I wanted to share with you what I have coming up for my August Stamp Club, because we're using the same paper, the same bundle, and the same color combination. So I wanted to share that with you. So over what we're doing for, where did I hide it? Oh, here it is. Okay, cool. All right, so for the August Stamp Club, we're going to make this really pretty gift set of 5 note cards. And so I wanted to share that with you. You're going to receive the pre-cut supplies to make the cards. You will need to have the color and contour bundle as well as a black ink pad and that polished pink ink pad, or you can substitute with a similar ink. And we're going to make these 5 cards. Now, like I said, all of the main pieces will be die cut for you. You'll just need to stamp some of the pieces and die cut them out to be able to finish the cards. So, and it will include the acetate box as well as this really cute chalkboard tag. So that registration is over on my blog, and the cost is you can get the project kit free with a minimum order of $25 or more in my online store. Or if you already own the bundle and you don't need to order anything, it's $20 without an order. They'll just be $5 to cover the cost of the postage. Now, I also too, and this is starting to fill up, is I have my holiday catalog paper and ribbon share. Remember, I told you we have the holiday catalog coming out. I am doing a paper and ribbon share where you can try out all of those papers and ribbons in that holiday catalog. For the papers, you'll receive a quarter pack of all the papers, cut 6 by 12 inches, and you'll receive 2 yards of each of the 9 ribbons that are in there. So if you want to sign up for that, go check that out on my blog. And I also too, I have my Stampin' Bunko on August 17th, and the registration for that is open right now. I only take 16 players, and it does tend to fill up pretty quickly. So if you want to register for that, again, go check that out. It's $20 to play, and we make 2 projects, and we play Bunko for Stampin' Up! Prizes. If you've never played Bunko, I promise it's really easy, and it's a lot of fun. So I also too, a little sneak peek. I don't have my information out quite yet, but I want you to save the date, because on August 7th, if you live here locally in San Antonio, I am doing a BOGO sale. So that means for every dollar you spend in my online store, you'll get a dollar value of equal value in my return merchandise. Now, if you are not local, I will be doing the BOGO online and on Facebook on August 15th and August 14th and the 15th. So stay tuned for details on that. I am still working on that, getting that event going, but it's a lot of fun. And just think, holiday catalog, you've got a BOGO sale and free celebration items that you can earn if your order reaches $50 or $100. So keep that in mind. And guys, I wanted to let you know before I head off for today, I was going through clearing my stuff out because I am getting ready to start working on a bunch of holiday projects. And I actually have one spot left for my In Color Club. So if you have not done my In Color Club before, it is a lot of fun. It's basically where you build your In Color collection, and it's a 5-month commitment. You get each month you will get a color. Now this is an example of 1 month. Now I don't have everything here, but I have most of it. You'll get a full pack of the paper. You'll get a bolt of the ribbon, the ink pad. You'll also get the re-inker. It's not shown here. And you'll get the some 6x6 of the In Color for your month, Stampin' Blends, and a marker. You'll also too get a handmade card from me and a little surprise gift. So it is a 5-month commitment. If you would like to join that, I do have one spot left for that. And so if you want to message me and go ahead and sign up for that, we can get that going for you. So guys, until next week, I hope that y'all have a wonderful weekend. And again, I will splice these 2 videos together and we'll make one video so you're not having to find me in 2 different spots. So guys, thanks for joining me. I love that you're on with me, and it's great to see y'all, and we will see y'all next week. Bye guys, take care.